undefeated. It's straight to the kingdom where the law will lead us. Straight to condemnation if they ever leave it. My people hungry for some knowledge, you gotta feed them. Hey, you know iron sharpen iron, I'm my brother's keeper.
What would be your reason? What you would tell God?
Because I'm a good person.
You're a good person? All right.
I help out when I can.
Say that one more time.
I said I help out when I can.
Help out when you can. All right. That's your son?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old are you? 23? Okay. All right. Now the Most High say you got to do a little more than just help moms out to get to the kingdom. It is good that you're doing that, because we're supposed to obey our parents so our life will be long, right? But you got to do a little more than that. Now, do you know anything about the scriptures, the Bible? You say some things?
Not by heart, though.
All right. You know who the Israelites are in the scriptures? Okay. The Israelites is God's chosen people, right?
Right.
And the Israelites is God's chosen people, but his chosen people didn't choose him all the time. So he had to allow certain things to happen to them, like slavery, right? So if you disobey your mom, she'll put you in punishment, right? You can't go outside, right? But the Most High is our parent as well. He's our father. He put us on punishment the same way, no rulership. So you're in subjection to other nations. Right? So one way to come back into the Most High graces is to understand who you are. You understand? Yeah. All right, now who are you? According to the Bible. I just told you. Yeah.
Who's your father? Is your father like a black American?
Yeah.
That's your mother? Yeah. So if he's a black American, then we came up from slavery, right?
Yeah.
So since we came up from slavery, we're basically all the same people. Yeah. And how you can tell that you're an Israelite is when you read the Bible. It prophesied that was going to happen. That means God said it was going to happen to the Israelites if they didn't keep his commandments. So if we're over here, we came over here by slave ship, and that's exactly what it says in the Bible, that would happen to the Israelites if they didn't keep the commandments.
Right.
Be sent over here on ships. So that's one proof that we're the Israelites.
Right.
I'm gonna read that. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna read it. And it's in Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
Have you ever heard about slavery being in the Bible? The black, native, and Hispanic slavery being in the Bible? You heard that before? Okay, you heard a little bit. Okay.
A little bit. So the prophecy reads, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships." So Egypt is another word for slavery, because when the Israelites were in Egypt, they were slaves, and Moses brought them out of the slavery. Y'all heard about Moses? Y'all know about Moses? Right?
Yeah.
That's a famous dude, right?
Yeah.
So Moses brought the Israelites who were in heavy, hard bondage or slavery in Egypt. So it says, "And the Lord shall bring thee again," "and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto you, unto thee thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you." So that's in the Bible. It's right there. So if that was told 4,000 years ago, and it just came to pass in the last 400 or 500 years, then there was a certain people that came out of Africa on ships came to America and were sold. If you remember the history of it. So that proves that those people were the Israelites because they weren't keeping the commandments. So they got sent here to America on slave ships and they became slaves here. So this is Moses telling the Israelites that was going to happen, and it happened. So we as descendants of slaves are the Israelites. Nobody can claim that. We don't want to claim it, but it happened, and it's in the scripture.
Right.
So that proves that we're the Israelites. So another scripture is who you are. The Most High gave us that also in Deuteronomy, where he said that you are the chosen people. And this is Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6, which reads, "Thou art an holy people." And that just means a separate people from all the people on earth. Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So those are the Israelites. The Most High God chose us. That's why when you say, when we ask who you are, and you said the chosen people, but do you know all the people on earth trying to claim that too? Because they know at the end, only the chosen people are going to get salvation. All the rest of the people, especially in America, they're going to die here. Because you can see how the war is cranking up over in Iran. That could branch off into nuclear war. Because that's the end of World War III. Right now, World War III is going on. And it's starting over there. You always had that war in Ukraine. And the scripture says there will be, at the end, there will be wars and rumors of war. So that's part of the prophecy too. So we're seeing prophecy being fulfilled right now. We got wars, Ukraine. We got rumors of war. We got wars with China, with Taiwan. We got the war between Israel and Iran. We got wars all in Africa, everywhere. You got something?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6. "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet."
Not yet. You can see how stuff with the wars and the rumors of wars is going on over there, but the end is not yet. There's some more prophecy got to be fulfilled before the end comes. You want to get on that train before it leaves the station, brother.
That's right.
Sister. So when I was saying that the reason that our people went into slavery is because we stopped keeping the commandments. So if we read in Deuteronomy 28 and 1, 1.
Come. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth."
So that's what I just read in Deuteronomy 27 and 6. It was saying you're chosen above all people on the earth. We ain't above all people on the earth right now. So he said, if you keep my commandments, I'll put you above all people on the face of the earth. That's why we're at the lowest state right now.
Exactly.
You're out here, your mother came up to me earlier, she wanted money to get her a drink. She talking about, I believe you were talking about getting you a strong drink. Because I got some soda in there and you wasn't going to take it.
Yes, I would have. You don't know that.
Huh?
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the soda for my son.
Okay. I didn't understand, but that's why, I don't carry money out here because people come, begging.
I'm trying to get some bus drink. I got a job out there.
But we got right now. We got water. I don't know, brother. You brought soda. I don't bring soda stuff like that. So.
We got some water.
I would have loved the water. You ain't asked me about that.
Yeah,
I'm
this
talking
brother
about
got
no
some
strong
water.
drink. I'm talking about some drink.
Okay, so you're looking out for your son. But you wouldn't be this low right now asking for water out here if you were keeping the commandments. The commandments of God he says that if you keep his commandments, he'll put you on high above all nations on the earth.
That's right.
But if you don't keep the commandments, he'll curse you. Brothers got that 28, Deuteronomy 28:15.
28:15. This is the book of Deuteronomy, 28th chapter, in the 15th verse. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he put curses on us. One of the curses is that we will have to buy stuff from our enemies. So right now you want water. Water is free, right? It falls from the sky. You should be able to get water from anywhere. But since we're still in captivity, we gotta buy it from our enemies. If you go to that store, don't none of our people own that store over there. There's a white man over there that owns the store.
Right.
So you gotta, he is the enemy. When we went into slavery, the so-called white man was the one auctioning us off as slaves. So that's the enemy. So let's read some of that some of those curses and see if you can identify with those curses.
I want to read the 16th verse, 20th chapter, and the 16th verse of Deuteronomy. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, and the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
What's the fruit of thy body? What's the fruit of your hand? You don't know. So if you put work towards something and you get something back from the work you put toward, that would be the fruit that you got back from the work that you did, right? The same thing, the fruit of the body is your children. That's what it is. It's your children. Your children are going to be cursed, right? That's why we have our people celebrating Christmas and stuff. And they children, they get mad at their other siblings. They had one sibling get mad at one sibling and they killed them because they didn't get a specific toy on Christmas. Yeah, that's how foolish our people are, because we're celebrating these Babylonian customs, right?
We celebrate the customs of our enemies.
Right.
Because everything in America, we never knew this stuff. When we first came over there, they had to beat that into us. They used to whip us if we didn't know about Christmas.
Right.
Because when we came from, we never celebrated Christmas. But the Most High said, that's like having an idol, right? And the Most High said, you have to not have idols. You're not supposed to have any other gods in his face. We in America put other gods in the Most High's face.
Right.
Like Islam, that's another god. Being a Buddhist with the fat man, he's sitting there cross-legged, that's an idol, that's another god. So we worship all kinds of gods here in America. And the Most High says in the law, he said, you shall not do that.
That's right. Right. Most important, one of the ones we do the most is self worship. A lot of people do self worship. That goes into your birthdays. Instead of you celebrate, or the people they celebrate. It went from one day celebration. Now these people taking a whole month. This is my whole month birthday celebration. I'm gonna celebrate the whole month.
I do.
What do you celebrate? You celebrating being unrighteous toward the Most High?
You can't tell me righteous story. I gotta go.
I didn't say you were. I'm saying, what are you celebrating? The unrighteousness? Because if you're being righteous, right, you wouldn't be celebrating birthdays, because you have the understanding that that's not what we're supposed to do. That's self-worship. We're not to exhort ourselves over God. This is my day. I need all of the worship today. Everybody recognize me. It's people, they fall out with their friends because their friends don't tell them happy birthday on social media.
No, I don't know. My friend, you ready, son?
That's self-worship. All right.
I got it done.
With that, you gotta go.
Have a blessed day, sister.
You're with us till we start talking about birthdays.
To get salvation.
Sisters with us till we start talking about birthdays. No.
Got the blind leading the blind. She's blind. She don't want to listen. Got a blind child following.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.